we're going to review Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Now, this is the final season. I didn't expect this to drop so late, to be honest with you, because this came out November 20th. We binge watched it. It was a couple of days in. When we watched it. Because I watched this with my mom, so we watched it. And it's like, we're going to talk about this. This is so good. What an epic finale of a finale, right? So we're going to discuss in detail what I think of the series as well. So I was going to do this earlier, but I wasn't feeling well during this weekend. There's been a lot of personal family stuff going on with me at the moment with my family and other things going on, so I do apologize in advance. I gotta tell ya, it's not easy leading up to Christmas as well. And I can't do this next week because next week is going to be my birthday, so I won't be around. So I'm trying to get this out as I can. I also had to re-edit my Hazbin Hotel review, which is now online. I had to re-edit that, and I've been stuck in uploading stage for some reason, because for some reason I usually do 4K on these, right? When they, drop. Depends on what video it is, but usually with these reviews and my trailer reactions, they're usually 4K. And for some reason, I'm going, this should be 4K. And I uploaded to 4K. I'm like, why isn't it on 4K? So I had to re-upload again. Luckily, it wasn't like an editing PowerPoint issue. It was more like a 4K thing, because I'm doing this format now where I have OnDrive, which is a like iCloud, like cloud, if you have that, you know what I mean? So I try to upload things from my iPad to my laptop. I was still recording on my laptop, but my laptop takes such a long time to upload on YouTube on here, so I'm doing it on my iPad, because my iPad is more faster and quicker, and also you can do 4K on there. So I've been struggling with that, but it's okay now. But just been really, really busy leading up to Christmas and birthday. We lost power a couple of weeks ago, so that was really tough as well. It's just been a lot going on, so I apologize if there's not a lot out at this time, but hopefully next year will be. This year has been pretty good. We'll talk about my autism talks. Yes, I'm going to do autism talks. I will discuss why I haven't done that recently, but that's for another video. But yeah. So I just actually re-edited. I actually just edited this just yesterday. I was going to finish it later on, but then I got really upset. We'll discuss it in Autism Talks why that is. As well, I've just been dealing with a lot lately when it comes to stuff in general. We'll talk about it in Autism Talks, but I'm going to save that for Autism Talks. But other than that, we're not here to discuss that. We're going to talk about Jurassic World Chaos Theory, the finale season. So let me tell you, oh my god, this season's like an emotional roller coaster. You're going to have like emotions up and down. Oh my god, it's so crazy. I think I'll tell you, like, the first couple episodes were really, really good. I think the second half, because it's got 9 episodes instead of 10 this season. I'm not sure why that is, but it works still. But this is a really emotional roller coaster, and no joke, I was having an out-of-body experience while watching the show. I felt, when it comes to Jurassic, which we'll discuss later on, when it comes to Jurassic, it makes you feel something inside, and you kind of get invested into a show or like a movie sometimes, like, what's going to happen next? Like, hang on, what's going on here? So sometimes I can have that reaction when it comes to this, and that was the reaction I got from this, and it's really, really good. Really, really good stuff here as well. Not only that, but it's also very shocking, and also I think you're gonna cry as well. I got emotional a bit while watching the finale of the show. I didn't cry out bursting, but I got a little bit emotional, and we'll discuss that in this review as well. Also, before we start, so I'm going to go through a lot of references to Jurassic World Dominion. Now, if you have not seen that, I suggest you go check it out before you watch this. My mum was saying to me the other day, because there's a couple of references that we're going to discuss in this review of Jurassic World Chaos Theory and Dominion, and it's kind of tied up in one, basically, like a little bow for Christmas. Isn't that sweet? But we're going to discuss a couple of things. So if you don't know the references that got a reference, maybe watch this after if you get a chance to watch the movie. And I was going to say, and when I was watching this with my mom, we need to watch the Dominion movies again. So I think I'm going to watch that, not now because it's Christmas and we're getting festive for Christmas, but maybe like next year I'll probably watch it because I really want to watch it again. Maybe I'll ask my mom if she wants to watch it again because because I love Jurassic Dominion. Apart from a scene that still confuses me, but overall I still love the movie overall. I think it's really, really good. So if you have not seen Dominion, I'm going to reference a couple of feeds that they've shown here. So if you have not seen Dominion, I suggest to go check it out as well. Also, if you have not seen my other Jurassic World Chaos Theory reviews, I reviewed all of them all the way to season 1. So if you have not seen them, I suggest you go check it out as well. Or, because I don't think people realize I've done the other seasons of the show, to be honest with you. So maybe if I say, I've done other seasons, maybe you guys will go and watch it. And if you're a big Jurassic World fan, I've also done reactions to Jurassic World Dominion and Jurassic World Rebirth. So if you kind of into that stuff, you can go check it out as well. I've been seeing a lot of my final trailer of Zootopia, by the way, speaking of trailer reactions. That's been going up, even though the movie has already released. I'm like, guys, go watch my review of the movie, because I did review that movie. You can also check it out as well. But it's crazy to me that's still up there. Like, I've seen, like, the views, like going upwards, which is great. But wait a sec. The movie's already released. Like, why are you still watching my trailer reactions? But, oh, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. So, go check it out as well. So, yeah, so I was right for my last review. If you haven't seen my last review, I was right for my last review saying that, because Sammy and Kenji went their separate ways, and Brooklyn, Darius, Ben, and Yasa went their separate ways too. They went their separate ways too, and they finally came back together. I'm like, oh, what a great reunion. Yeah, it's at first it's a little awkward because Kenji and Sammy don't know how to feel about Brooklyn still, because they were having that debate in the last season of the show. I think Darius, Ben, and Yasmin were pretty okay with it as well. But Kenji and Sammy, not so much. But however, Kenji and Brooklyn, have a really touching conversation between each other, and saying now, I can't remember what they specifically said, but it was a really nice moment. I really enjoyed how they cleared the air. It's nice to clear the air sometimes, and we're going to discuss that in my autism talks as well when we get to it. But it's just nice to clear the air instead of like holding it in. I think that's sweet that they've cleared the air at a couple of things as well. As for Brooklyn and Sammy, it takes a little bit for forgiveness, I will say that, but they do reconcile a bit, but it just takes a little bit longer, because I think Sammy's like, you can see her, she's doing the death stare at Brooklyn, like, as well. Brooklyn's like, what did I do? Like, what did I do? As well. So it takes a little bit for Brooklyn and Sammy to reconcile. Of course, there's a conversation later on in some of the episodes saying, Brooklyn's like, what can I do to fix this? She wants to fix this. And Sammy's like, I just don't know. And I said, I think I just need a little time. And that's fine. People need a little bit of time to, cope with finding out their friend's not dead as well. So it takes them a bit to reconcile. But they forgive each other eventually. But it takes a little bit more time than Brooklyn and Kenji have done as well. Also, what was really interesting for me to watch is there's a couple of references, okay? I'm not sure if you picked up on this too, but there's a couple of references here. So, yeah, so there's one reference where there's a lot of, like, dinosaur attacks this season, which I think is really cool. And there's one of them going into the car, and that reminds me of Jurassic Park as well, when the T-Rex story was going after them in the review mirror. And you kind of see that. You can see these three dinosaurs, the frilly dinosaurs, I think it was, in the review mirror as well. So I think it's a really cool callback as well. Also, there's another callback when, they are stuck in a tree. I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Jurassic Park, because remember in that movie also, they got stuck in the vines of the trees and had to escape, and in real life people would not survive that, but this is a adult show, so obviously the characters will survive. But if that happened in real life, it's like, real life is different to shows and movies, obviously. Like, there's no way in real life you could survive that. Although there've been crazy stories that happened that, like, how you survived that? How? But yeah, that's interesting. But I think that was a cool callback to Jurassic Park as well. There's another reference from Jurassic World Dominion where, it's the same creature, following them in this, like, aircraft, it's on autopilot, and they're obviously trying to escape this dinosaur. Although in Jurassic World Dominion, the actual dinosaur attacked the whole attacked the whole attacked the whole plane, sorry. So that's a little bit different, but I still like to call back to that as well. So very interesting callbacks to the movies and also Jurassic World Dominion. So I think that's a really nice touch to detail as well. Also in the show, you've got a couple of references to Dominion. This is heavily based on Dominion. And like I said before, you should go check out Dominion because, like, where the heck is this place at? Like, what? As well. So, like I said, go check out Jurassic Dominion because you understand these places more. Because I've seen the movie, so I know the references straight off the bat as well. Like, oh, this is from Dominion, that's from Jurassic Park. Like, I knew the reference straight away. But if you have not seen the movies, then you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on these references. So my advice is check out the movies, then check out the TV show as well, because this is after. We'll talk about that as well. So they're obviously at the same place where I can't remember the names, but the group, the threesome, we'll just call them. So yeah, so they're at the same place. They're at the same location, obviously. I think they're at BioSyn. I'm pretty sure as well. And also, like, even like the doorway inside the science lab is exactly the same from a movie. So you've got to get some references as well. I'm pretty sure there's a scene speaking of the video, there's a scene where there's like these different types of themes, and obviously there's a scene, right, where they're going on the exact same bridge. I'm like, is that the same place that they went to escape? And they're obviously the same control panel room, I think. I'm pretty sure that's from the same scene. I think there's a reference, I can't remember. I think there's a reference where someone got attacked, and it kind of felt like, because that girl from Dominion got attacked by the dinosaur, but was like stuck in like some kind of cage thing, like clawed up. So I think that's pretty interesting as well. But yeah, but really good stuff to detail as well. But yeah, but they're at the same place as well. And also what's interesting is that we don't see a lot of Dodgerson, his name is Dodgerson this season. I said in my review, like, why is he in this? Because we know what happens to him, and that obviously gives us some clarification on that. So yeah, so we only see him for a split second on a video camera on security, and he's obviously going through the hyperloop. And obviously, if you've seen the movie, you know what happens to Dodgerson as well. So he gets attacked by frilly dinosaurs, frilly dinosaurs, sorry, as well. So yeah, so that scene, I think this is like before everybody escaped, because they're still on the island, right? So I think this is like before they escaped. It's confusing. It's like the security thing showed that Dodgerson was still alive at the time. So that was before they escaped, and as well. So this is like before, I guess it is, I think, in a way. So yeah, so I think that's interesting too. Also, I love this. This is so good. So you remember the finale battle in Dominion? Oh, exactly the same here. Same party, same everything. Like, oh, is that T-Rex going to come back alive? Yes, he is. Because we obviously Dominion, he does come back alive again. And it is some very interesting stuff. Let's just say that. But seeing that same shot from Dominion as well is very interesting. I'm like, wow, they're at the same place. Now, obviously, this is not. So these characters, unfortunately, weren't in Dominion, okay? So this is a different PVO shot, I would say. So this is about them. We don't see the other characters, although it would have been nice to see an animated character of, like, Chris Pratt, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeffrey Goldblum, Bryce Howard Dallas. It would have been nice to see animated versions. Obviously, we've seen other animated people who we recognize from Jurassic Park and Dominion, Jurassic World as well, speaking of that. But yeah, but it would have been nice to see a cameo of them, just like a little snippet, but it doesn't matter. They're not in this, but, but this is a PVO shot of them. It's not really focused on that. So you kind of think it's confusing to explain because it's like, oh, hang on, are these characters supposed to be in the movie? But they're not. So it's a different PVO shot. Let's just say that. But I thought that was fascinating. You got to see the PVO shot of the characters more and what they were going for. You get to see this. You still get to see the same scene, sort of, but not in the way that the movie adapted as well. So I think that's interesting as well. So they're the same scene of what happened with the fights, because obviously they're obviously running to shelter, because obviously you see the T-Rex and this other dinosaur battling out. So I'm like, oh, that's very good stuff. That's from Dominion, of course. I think that's interesting as well. So yeah, so also, like I said, this season is very emotional as well, like very emotional, but also very heartfelt as well, very heartfelt, very emotional, as well, what's the word I'm looking for? Very edge on your seat kind of thing. Like you kind of feel like, ooh, this is getting tense. Like, hang on, what's going on here? So like I felt pretty intense watching the show. I was like, oh my god, like I was having a body out of experience. Hang on, that's not how you say it. Out of body experience. There you go. I was trying to think of the word, but I kind of mumbled it up. But you get what I mean when I say that. So so I was having an out-of-body experience while watching the show as well. I felt really, like, gripped in and, like, I wanted to see what happens next. And my mom said this, every episode leads on a cliffhanger. I'm like, ooh, what's going to happen next? And I love that because it just gets you more enticing to the show and it gets you more intrigued. Like, oh, what's going to happen next? Like, what's going on? So every episode leads on a cliffhanger, which I think is really cool as well. They've always done that, actually, I think. Yeah, they've always done a cliffhanger thing. And I think that really helps the audience get involved, but also, like, want to see what happens next. Because with a show, it's different to a movie. With a show, when it comes to episodes, like, ooh, what's going to happen next? Like, ooh, let's see what's going on here. So, shows are different to movies because, it's an episode, it's episodic. But a movie is just a one whole thing. But, yeah, I think that's really cool how they kept us, hanging on a cliff. Let's just say that as well. But like I said, very emotional, very heartfelt as well. And also what was really heartfelt for me while watching the show is seeing Bumpy reunite with Smoothie. Oh, that was so adorable. I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna make me cry. Like, this is the most adorable thing ever, and they reunite finally after so many seasons because Bumpy got I think she got captured by BioSyn, I believe, and that's why Kenji and Sammy were tracking her down to find her. And the way they reunited was so sweet and so cute. I was like, oh, this is so adorable. As well, although Smoothie is a little bit smaller than his mum, but obviously I can't say anything. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But it was nice to see him, reunite with his mum because I haven't seen his mum ever since he hatched an egg, and obviously Kenji and Ben, co-parenting, which I love, as well. So I think that's really, really cool as well to, see that. And also, speaking of, Brooklyn finally meets Smoothie, and I thought that was also a very heartfelt moment between the two characters as well. Like, oh, that's so cute. I'm like, oh my god, I'm literally gonna cry. Like, why do dinosaurs make me cry? So yeah, I think it's so sweet and so cute and so heartfelt as well. So speaking of the reunion between Bumpy and Smoothie, not only that, this is so cute. Hang on, get ready for it. So obviously we finally meet Bumpy's Smoothie's dad. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. I'm like, oh my god, this is just so adorable. And I didn't know that I didn't know that Smoothie had a dad. That's interesting because we didn't see him in the whole season. And Sammy and Yasmin were like, wait, is that Smoothie's dad? I'm like, yeah, it is. And how they reunited was so cute. Very heartfelt, very emotional. It was like, oh my god, can this get any better? And that's before the finale. So that's like episode. Because they reunited a couple. It takes a bit for them to reunite, but once it does, it's so cute. so cute. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. I nearly got emotional while watching that. I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. That's so adorable. Oh, I love it so much. So yeah, so that was really emotional as well. There's a lot of emotional bases, and obviously it's a finale, so it's obviously gonna make you cry, obviously. So yeah. So let's talk about what's going on with Ben. Now I can't say too much. I don't want to spoil anything if you have not seen the show in advance. I'm going to try really hard not to spoil anything, okay? So yeah, so let's just say Ben gets really injured badly. That's all I'll say here. And me and my mom were talking about it because because obviously what happens if you've seen the show is that Brooklyn, there's a stampede of dinosaurs, obviously. And then Ben pushes Brooklyn out of the way and gets badly injured because of it as well. And he's got like one of those like. My mum was like, at first she thought because there was a tree there, because Ben went backwards obviously to the tree. I'm like, oh okay, I thought Ben got impaled by the tree as well. I know, I don't know how this is impossible, but obviously like one of the dinosaurs. What's it, the Stegosaurus feed? Obviously the Stegosaurus spikes went into Ben, obviously, and right in the side, and I'm like, ooh, that's gonna hurt as well. So yeah, so because it's like I think he got impaled by that thing as well, because I'm trying to figure out what was going on. So he got impaled by this this bone, this what would you call it? Like a bone from a dinosaur, like I don't know what you call that, but yeah. But so Ben's badly injured because of that. He's not doing well. It's like, oh no, okay. So yeah, so Olaf say here, it might be frozen a bit for some reason when Olaf's like, when he gets like, kind of pale, like, oh look at that, I've been impaled. That's all I can remember. Like, oh yeah, this reminds me of Frozen from that quote. I'm like, oh yeah, that's hilarious. So I took that as a joke. But yeah, I don't know, but Ben is suffering really badly, and me and my mum like, I don't think he's gonna make it, because usually in Jurassic movies and in the Jurassic world, obviously, and in this show, a lot of people don't make it, get eaten by dinosaurs as well. This reminds me of in Jurassic World Rebirth when Marshall Lee's character nearly had a near-death experience. Let's just say that same with Ben here. We thought he was almost gone. Like, oh, there's no way he's gonna survive that, abomination of a amalgamation of a Frankenstein monster, right? And we were like, oh, there's no way he's gonna survive that, but he did. I don't want to spoil it, but you're gonna be surprised when you find out. Me and my mum like both shocked about, oh my god, he actually did. So yeah, interesting stuff there. So yeah, so Ben's not, Ben has survived Ben has survived mostly out of all of them, because in Camp Cretaceous, he gets left behind and has to survive by himself along with Bumpy as well. We kind of see that happen in Camp Cretaceous. So out of all of them, he's probably survived the most, to be honest with you. And his friends are really worried about him, like, they're trying to help, but, there's no, like, everybody has deported off the island, so it's like, what's going on here? So, yeah, so they're trying to get him to safety. He's teamed up with, he's with Kenji. There's a couple of close moments, okay, with that as well. So, yeah, because I was thinking, oh, no, is Kenji not going to make it too? Like, what's going on? It's like, oh, thank goodness Kenji made it. I'm like, oh, thank God. We don't need another character getting killed as well. So I'm glad that Kenji survived that as well, because there was a dinosaur attack when they were trying to escape through the Hyperloop as well. So, yeah, so obviously Ben's not doing great, and you can kind of see him. Like I said, it's a near-death experience, okay? So I've never done this, but I've never... maybe if you've gone through a near-death experience and this is what it feels like. So, obviously, he's blacking out, he's fading out, and all he can see is stars, and he's, like, kind of losing his focus on what's going on. And I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure people don't see stars when they black out, right? Am I right? How do you see stars? Not kind of for experience, because I've never had a near-death experience, but probably you have. It can be quite scary. I can't relate because I've never done it. But I remember this one time my mom was telling a story that a guy was nearly nearly had a near-death experience, okay, and he actually, saw heaven. That's true. He saw heaven, and unfortunately he didn't go, but it was like the power of like, sometimes people, when it comes to near-death experiences, sometimes you can see heaven. Sometimes I'm not sure, but what I'm trying to say is that there's a moment where you can see all of that, but then you just come back to Earth, and that's what he did. He didn't actually go. He just went. It's like, okay, yeah, I saw heaven, and and stuff like that. But that was probably about it, basically. True story. But yeah, but it's interesting how, he's blacking out, he's, and like I said, not focusing on what's going on, and I'm pretty sure, because I've done this, okay, so sometimes with me, especially when I'm tired, like sometimes when you don't have a good night's sleep, you kind of black out. Like the other day I was watching TV, and I was really, really dizzy, like, whoa, what just happened? And sometimes you have moments like that sometimes, and when it comes to me, sometimes if I dance around my room, I get dizzy as well, or sometimes, like, because with my Reynolds, like sometimes, not anymore. Sometimes this happens, not all the time. Hasn't happened in a while, okay? So I've done pretty good, but was it recently? Like this was a while ago, okay? So because of my Reynolds, I had to be very, very careful how to get up, because suddenly I get up, and oh my god, I'm so dizzy. Sometimes I still, from the stay, have dizzy spells, but not a lot. So yeah, it freaks me out sometimes a bit, to be honest. Like, oh my god, what's happening as well? And I tell my mom, like, Mom, I just, blacked out there for a sec. So yeah, so it can happen, but I haven't had that for a while. So that was like a long time. Sometimes I still get that sometimes, but not a lot. Like it's nothing too serious. It's just, balance, obviously. So yeah, so I'm like, because I've blacked out, and I'm pretty sure I haven't seen stars. I'm like, what? Why is Ben seeing stars as well? So I'm pretty sure I haven't blacked out, and I haven't seen stars. Like I would black out basically, but I wouldn't see stars. So I'm like, what? What's going on? It's yeah, I'm like, I don't get that part. Like, I know you can black out, but I'm pretty sure you can't see stars, right? So they might have fabricated that a little bit, because I've done that. Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, also there's a moment, like I said earlier, with that experience, that true story that I just told you. Also, there's a moment where Ben does he faint or something? I can't remember, but obviously he faints in front of the crew. And obviously, he sees this place. I think it's some kind of heaven. I'm not sure. They haven't really described what it is, but he's kind of like in the grass, and he's like chilling. It's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go. That's what it sounds like. Because like I said, Ben is at his near-death experience, okay? He doesn't get there, but there's moments of flickers like, oh, is he, are they going to kill Ben? I'm like, well, what's going on here? So, unfortunately, they don't. That's all I say, but I think it's very interesting. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine, totally fine. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting as well. So yeah, so just a little bit spoiler, but at the end of the finale of the episode, okay, we get to do a time jump, okay? Like, not like a big one, or maybe a little bit of a big one. So yeah, so we see all the characters kind of changing and growing up a little bit. I love what they done to Yasmin's hair. I love her hair out. She looks fantastic. The fringe and like the straight hair. Oh, I love that so much for her. She looks really, really good. So we kind of see them, change the stuff. Darius' hair has gone a bit, afro-y, as you can see, as well. So they've kind of semi-changed. Let's just say that. They're still the same, but they're kind of semi-changed, okay? I'll just say that. And also we get to see grown-up Bumpy as well, because obviously see a video, because obviously they're working at some kind of dinosaur thing, helping dinosaurs now from the finale as well. So they saw a video of like Smoothie growing up, like, oh, he's growing up. Don't they grow up so fast? So I think that was also sweet to see as well. Also, we get to see Brooklyn. change too. I'm like, why make Brooklyn's hair a boy? I'm sorry. I don't like the brown. She looks like a boy to me. Like, why do that to Brooklyn? Oh my goodness. I prefer the Aqua, to be honest. I'm like, why is Brooklyn have her hair short? Why did they make her more browner? I prefer the color in her hair. I think she looks more spunkier that way. But yeah, oh well. Maybe she'll grow it out, because it looks like she's kind of growing out her hair a bit there. And women can do that sometimes. So yeah, all that is a finale. So we'll talk about if this is the actual finale. So yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. So yeah, so also she has a prosthetic arm now, because she was using the arm that was given to her by the broker, as well as kind of like black and stuff, and she kind of abandoned that and only had one limb arm, and now she's got actually like a prosthetic arm. So I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Some people have prosthetic legs, prosthetic arms, so it's kind of natural, although it's a bit robotic when you think about it. But it's true, people, lose, I wouldn't say lose a limb, but some people have lost an arm or like lost an leg. So yeah, so there are things to cope with that as well. So I think it's really cool that she's got a prosthetic arm. Yay! No more doing things, because she's kind of like, like when it came to like fixing the car with Kenji, because obviously the wheel broke down, it was hard to do things with one arm. I'm like, how are you tying tire if you have one hand? I'm like, what? That's so confusing. So yeah, but she managed. But I'm glad she has a prosthetic arm to help her now, at least. I think that's really cool. Also, we get to see Ben's girlfriend as well. I'm glad she's back too. As well, she's only there. Was she there in the end scene of the show? I don't know. But yeah, but obviously Ben is wheelchair bound. I'm not sure why that is. Like I said, he got impaled by a dinosaur, horn, we'll call it. But I don't think there's any complications to that, as well. So that was interesting. They didn't really specify. Although he couldn't even walk. So was he paralyzed by that? I'm not quite sure what was going on there. So yeah. But also it was funny that because there's a scene where Ben's girlfriend gives Kenji something, and like, what do you mean heart medication? Like what? And Kenji says, you didn't tell us that you were blacking out. I'm like, what? His friends were so shocked about, what do you mean? Ben was blacking out. Like, he didn't tell you guys because he didn't want you guys to worry more so. But I just thought it was funny how they found that out. And I'm like, oh, that's why he needs that stuff. But I don't necessarily think that, blacking out makes you have a heart condition. I'm not sure. I have no idea what's going on. All I know, you just got impaled. So maybe there's more to it. But yeah, but he said it's not a big deal. And his friend's like, what do you mean? It is a big deal. You were blacking out. You were with us, and you were seeing stars. And there was a moment when you kind of like in a place called, in a different place that would look like heaven. So, but I think that's very, very interesting. I just like the reaction of his friends, like, what do you mean? You were blacking out? Why didn't you tell us? But yeah, but obviously at that time, there was a lot going on. So I thought that was fun. Like, huh? What do you mean? As well. So I thought that was really, really funny as well. So yeah, so I think he's wheelchair bound now. I'm not quite sure, because they strolled him out into a wheelchair, obviously, and he's still recovering. I'm not sure how long the time jump is, to be honest. So he's obviously still recovering from, what happened from his near-death experience as well. So yeah, so like I said, the finale is so good. Like really, really good stuff here as well. So really good stuff here. Also, speaking of, now, is this the finale? Because obviously, when it came to Jurassic World Dominion, people are wondering if we're going to get another Jurassic World movie. And yes, we did with Jurassic World Rebirth, and I really enjoyed that movie so much. So I don't think this is the finale. Let's see. They might come back. Because we thought Camp Cretaceous was over. Like, nope, there's a new series coming very, very soon. Chaos Theory. So maybe they'll do another series. That's my bet. I don't know if this is like the end, but obviously not. Because obviously if they have like Jurassic Rebirth now and plan to obviously do something, they'll obviously do a TV show. Obviously, I'm not sure if it's with the same characters, maybe new characters. We'll see. But I don't think this is the finale. Like, wait a sec, this is finale? Like, okay, I didn't believe it was a finale, to be honest with you, but it's a finale season, so I'm not sure if this is the end or not. But let's see what they decide to do with this as well. Also, I just want to say kudos on making Jurassic Park and Jurassic World still a thing today, because it's very hard to bring an old brand back, because Jurassic Park was in the 90s, I believe, and Jurassic World was like 2015, 30, I'm not sure. During that time, it was way before the pandemic happened, or was it after the pandemic happened? Yes, Dominion released during that time, so I'm not sure which is which, but kudos on making Jurassic Park and Jurassic World still the same brand and still having like dinosaurs attacking and finding different, like different angles to, to do. And I think it's really cool. I think I heard that they're doing another Rebirth movie, come to figure it, with Scarlett Johansson. That could be interesting. I really enjoyed the other one, although the Jurassic World Rebirth made over $1 billion, I believe, so that's fantastic. So kudos on Universal for hitting that mark. Did they hit $1 billion? I think they did. I'm pretty sure they did. So yeah. I have to double check. I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, they did. Yeah, because it was Superman, Fantastic. I was gonna say Fantastic World. What? Fantastic Beast? Not Fantastic Beast. Fantastic Four. Oh my God, these names. Fantastic Four did do typically well. Superman did okay. Not great. It did okay. I still enjoyed that movie, but Rebirth won the day, obviously, and it hit $1 billion as well. So, in that in mind, I don't think this is the actual finale. They're probably doing another series. I'm not sure the same characters. Maybe it's the last time we see these actual characters. Maybe they get new characters. I'm not sure what the plan is, but I don't think this is the end. Because when people say the end, I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. But with Jurassic World and Jurassic Park has become such a phenomenal of a brand and people love it. I love watching the movies. I love watching the shows, so it's not over yet. So I still can't believe all this time they've still managed to keep it raw and authentic and make it still original by putting newer things to the brand as well. So I think that's really, really interesting. I'm like, because sometimes brands fail or falter very easily, but this, for some reason, has not. So, and all the movies are good. Well, except the third one. I didn't really like the third one. I really liked the second one. The second one was so good. Jurassic Park, The Lost World was so good. I really enjoyed that movie. I don't think there has been a bad movie of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World either. I've pretty enjoyed most of them. Although I do like Dominion a little bit more than the first and the second one. I can't remember because that was at the beginning. So I didn't really get into those, movies as well. So I can't remember. But Dominion is pretty up there with Rebirth. So it goes Dominion and Rebirth, to be honest with you. And also, even though I did like the third one, I still watched it anyway, just to finish it off. But yeah, but the second one, Jurassic Park, the second one, it's really, really good. So yeah, so hopefully they'll do so with this. I don't think it's the end. There's no way it's the end. So let's see what they decide to do as well. Also, they still have like Camp Cretaceous as well. So with that in mind, keep in mind they might do something with that, either with new characters, but I don't think this is the finale of the show. That's my theory. They'll probably come out with another one very, very soon. Or very, like, maybe next year. I'm not sure. Although someone said in the comments, like, oh, there's going to be a new season. I'm like, okay, so, because I'm thinking, okay, right, animation takes a long time. Like, how are they pumping out these shows, right? Because animation takes such a long time to do, right? Right? It takes years to do animation. It takes a live action movie to do, like, what, 4 or 5 months to do? It takes animation a really long time to do. Like, really long time. Like, how are they pumping these out all of a sudden so quickly? I'm like, that's incredible. And also on Netflix, too. So that's incredible. So kudos on them. But with that in mind, I think they'll probably do another series. That's my fault. But we'll see. But I don't think this is the finale. So let's see what they decide to do. So those are my thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth. We have come to the end. Technically, we'll see what they decide to do. I don't think this is the end personally, but it's the end because they've announced it. So this is the final season. What do you think of the whole season of Jurassic World Chaos Theory? Let me know what you guys like. As always, guys, check out my other reviews of this show as well. Make sure to like, subscribe to Miller's Mixed Media, guys. And also, before we end, if I don't see you, Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys have a Happy New Year as well, because I'm going to be around next week. Like, I don't, this is the last video I'm hoping to do. Let's see. But yeah, but I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Videos will come out next year. My Alice reaction will come out next year, finally. Then I'm hoping to do autism talks next year, and other things will be in play as well next year as well. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys. If I don't see you guys, I'll see you guys next year in 2026. I can't believe it's 2026. I can't believe it's going to be 2026 soon. Oh my god, can't believe it's going to be very, very soon. Okay, bye guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Stay safe. Don't get sick as well.